Hello, beautiful soul birds. Welcome to this tarot reading. So, this is going to be messages for the moment, and it will be a timeless reading. So, whenever you click on this reading, it is the perfect time for you to receive these messages. So, before we get started, I need you to pick one of the three groups. This one is group 1, group 2, and group 3. I'll list the timestamps below, and then I will see you at your reading. Bye. Hello group 1, welcome to your reading. So, I have your oracle cards already in your beautiful little flower. And yeah, let's take a look, and then I'm going to do the tarot cards in live time. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Flame tree, the start of something new. Stag spirit, take the lead. Wolf spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. Peace. High priestess. And independent. Okay, I'm noticing a theme already. So, okay, we'll just keep looking. Signs, playfulness, and soulmate. Alright, so I'm definitely getting a theme here that you may have met someone new in your life recently, and you may be having some signs from Spirit that, you know, that it's more than just an encounter, like that it's maybe something quite significant. And Spirit's kind of asking you to take the lead, because it says you have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. So I feel like this connection is like asking you to take the lead. Focus on your independence first and foremost. So focus that you have that sort of state of groundedness and being anchored in your own life, your own path, but at the same time feeling playful, feeling open to new possibilities. Because we've got flame tree, the start of something new. So you're probably feeling quite fiery or feeling quite inspired recently. And really, I think this is marking a time for you where you're moving from a place of like gathering in knowledge, and you're actually starting to like integrate it and digest it and turn that knowledge into wisdom, truly. So there may be some concerns coming up for you around meeting someone new, or maybe you haven't met them yet, but you're feeling like it's something that you're calling in for yourself right now. Or this could be pertaining to a community of soul, like a soul group community, really needing that in your life. So there's this need with the fire spirit here to offer things that you are ready to now let go of to the spirit of fire, to alchemize it, to burn it away. And that is really about, I think with this independence card, letting go of anyone from your past. Yes. Definitely. Okay, so there's this need with this new beginning coming in for you to really surrender what isn't serving with this. Anyone who might be dependent on you, or you feel dependent on them in any way, and kind of like getting back into that inner child energy of okay, everything's actually going to work out beautifully, and I can trust that when aligned, you know, I am creating from my most optimal place of creation, and not from that place of like neediness or lusting after something that you cannot have. So there's this real message around being peace. It says there is no need to worry, as everything is working out beautifully, as well as your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. So I feel like with this divine wisdom, you actually kind of already knew that to some extent, and it's really about just like listening to that fire in your belly that's saying to you, okay, I'm ready for this soul connection. I'm ready for a soul group of people. And yet, I need to be able to alchemize that which no longer serves me in order to make space for this. All right, let's get some tarot cards for you. Queen of Swords, the World. Okay, so you're really ending a cycle here with this start of something new. The World is about ending a cycle. It's also about Saturn energy, so this could be about your work sort of like finally reaching a point of fulfillment for you, because you're really turning knowledge into wisdom now with your work. And I'm also getting a message around the world. Like there's a sense of like global connections or yes, or like love, possibly from the other side of the world or something like that, that maybe you're trying to sort of like gain that independence before you go forward and take the lead and start something new. Because yeah, there's this real need for you to not get too many steps ahead of yourself. Remember that you are a natural leader, because you really are. And I think you're someone who's actually very comfortable being independent and alone. And yet sometimes it's like you don't honor that part of yourself, or you don't like allow that to be a strength for you, you know? Or maybe you've had people in the past who've like in some ways shamed you for this independence that you have inside of yourself. So I think that this connection or this ending that you're going through, or this beginning, something is really challenging you in terms of independence, and in terms of divine knowledge keeps coming up. So there's almost this energy of like initiation into a new way of being in the world that's truly serving you. Communication as well, you might be finding 9 of Cups. Ooh, okay. So you might be finding that anxiety, you're noticing a pattern in yourself where anxiety holds you back from communicating authentically. So with the Queen of Swords and the 9 of Swords, the 9 of Swords is also about sleep. So you might actually be having nightmares sometimes, or like psychic attacks happening. So psychic attacks happen at the level of mind, so that's why they happen in the dream space. And I think that Spirit's really coming through with a message for you around boundaries, and around knowing that you can be absolutely strong in your sense of no. Saying no and feeling okay with that, because I'm sensing a lot of like guilt in you around knowing what it is that you want and just taking the lead and going after that. There's like this push-pull energy where you're like, I know what I want, but then you're like, but maybe I can't have that. And it's like you're denying yourself really more than anything else, because there's people coming in for you that really want to collaborate with you into the future, you know, that really want to start something new with you, and that can honor your independence and honor that you're a leader. And it's sort of like the 3 of Wands is all about like moving into the future. What do you want? And the Page of Wands is like you have so many ideas, you have so much inspirational energy, and yet there's a need to ground that. There's a need to actually put that into form. With the World card, it's really about Saturn energy. So it's about doing that work that moves this fire energy of inspiration, inspiration into physicality. And that's really what's going to bring you this 9 of Cups fulfillment, and move you out of this 9 of Swords, which is the mind space that can become like, it's different energy to the 8 of Swords. It's more like that mind space that is, it's imprisoning, because you just go around in these same loops, and it's always fueled by this sense of doubt, or this sense of, I can't have what it is that I want, or what it is that I need. And so there's like, you've been getting a lot of signs from Spirit recently to really move beyond this 9 of Swords energy, to really dig deep into that wisdom of yours, put up boundaries, say no to people you have previously said yes to, you know, and chase that 9 of Cups. And you know what? The 9 of Cups comes after the 8 of Cups, and the 8 of Cups is about walking away. And it's not easy to walk away, but at the same time, there is a cycle that is completing for you, whether you like it or not. So Spirit's like, look, you've been seeing the signs, you have this wisdom inside of you, and you know, and you have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. So there's almost this need for you to be an example for people in the world. And yeah, this independence, like, again, playfulness. I'm going to clarify this with a tarot card, maybe Queen of Wands. Okay, you have so much inspiration in you, it's almost hard to ground. and sometimes it's like we can have so many ideas, and yet it's sort of like, okay, well, I have to focus on one and really do that well before I can bring in like the 50 other ideas that I have. So the messages for you moving forward is to honor your independence, honor that you have so much inspiration, ideas, and like wisdom that you're ready to share with the world, and yet be playful about it. You know, don't force yourself into some overworking habit that keeps you from feeling playful, feeling free. I think freedom's really important to you. The High Priestess. Yes, okay. And so there's also, with all this fire energy, a need to balance it out with your emotions, with your with this more still and receptive aspect of who you are, you know, because there can be all this fire energy, and yet I feel like Spirit's saying what's going to get you over the finish line, what's going to bring you from the 8 of Cups into this 9 of Cups of wish fulfillment and things coming true for you, and this completion of a cycle, is really the ability to honor the wisdom in you that comes from this divine feminine place, this High Priestess place. Okay, we got High Priestess twice. Okay, yes, so because this is High Priestess and this one is the High Priestess. So it's saying like the divine feminine, she is someone who attracts things to her. You know what I mean? So there's this real need to balance, because fire energy is very masculine. So it's sort of like, you have this fire energy, and yet balance that out with your emotionality, and especially the inner child emotionality, because really, 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 really important with this High Priestess card is related to the moon, you know, and Cancer is ruled by the moon in astrology, and Cancer is all about home and family and motherhood and nurturance. So there's this real call for you to be your own inner mother and really nurture yourself to this wish fulfillment, taking the lead in a very balanced way, truly balanced way. Okay, we're going to pull a couple cards for you to finish. Watch and wait. Okay, yes, there's no need to hurry or force things to happen, truly, because I really am feeling like things are happening in divine timing, things are working out, and I feel like with this soulmate card, you know, there's always this element of like, there are things you can't see right now, there are things you can't know right now, and yet can you feel sort of excited in that intrigue? Can you trust this mystery as it unfolds and kind of watch it in awe and in fascination? Because things are starting new, whether you like it or not, and things are ending. And sometimes that's a really strange energy to be in, because it's simultaneously an ending and a new beginning. So there's this kind of contradiction, but in other ways it's like perfect, you know? Okay, one more card. New beginnings. Yes. Yes, yes. New beginnings, group 1. Trust that things are starting for you. Trust that you can watch and wait. You know, you can take the lead and at the same time watch and wait. You don't have to force things. I think there's this real message with all this fire energy of like, balance that masculine exertion with that feminine receptivity, and you're really going to find that that is the combination that is like, boom, 9 of Cups, everything you've wanted coming to fruition. Okay, that was quite a high energy reading. I do hope it served you today. And yeah, I'll see you real soon. Thank you, group 1. Hi, group 2. How are you doing? So if you chose these gorgeous red flowers, then this is the reading for you. And I basically have your oracle cards, and then we'll get into the tarot. Okay. Purification, fire. Oof, the bare essentials, the naked truth, and wholeness. Dragonfly spirit, truth transcends illusion. Our spirit, you see clearly now. Oof. Okay, so already a massive theme of, yeah, truth transcending illusion. Something has like cut through like fire and really just burnt through whatever illusion or dishonesty or deception was occurring in your life. And now you're ready to move forward and really like see clearly. And I'm also feeling a theme with this dragonfly and this owl, like the wings and that vision that comes from rising above things, you know, like that hawk eye vision of like the full picture. Bodies of water. Spend time near water such as a lake, river, or ocean to recharge your batteries. Mary Magdalene, unconditional love. Love yourself, others, in every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. Sensitivity. You're becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. Children, emerging, and serenity. Okay, so themes. Truth transcending illusion. Look, I'm picking up that you've probably been going through some really tough stuff recently, okay? And, you know, that's not easy. It's really not. But there's a message from Spirit around, like, this is somehow serving you, even if you can't fully see it right now, but you're starting to really see it now. Like, maybe you had a relationship end, or, you know, you fell out with some people or something, and it caused a lot of pain, but at the same time, maybe you're also seeing, like, the truth for what it is. You know, the illusion that was in place that was maybe keeping you feeling like you were stuck in harsh relationships, you know, because I feel like in some ways you're actually honoring yourself now. You're really honoring yourself. You're moving into this place of unconditional love for yourself first and foremost, because we cannot love other people unconditionally if we do not love ourselves first, truly. Message from Spirit is around taking care of yourself, truly taking care of yourself as if you were a little baby or a little child. If you can spend time near a river or an ocean, truly that would really help you heal right now. But if that's not possible, then taking a bath or a shower and really intending on using the water to cleanse and to clear yourself and your auric field. Because there may still be a sense of things really settling back into place after this illusion was brought up for you, and maybe it's still like you're still finding your peace, or the truth is still emerging or unfolding for you. And I feel like there's just this really big theme about truth for you right now. Like, I think it's not been easy for you, these truths that have come through, or people showing up in ways you did not expect them to. Some kind of disruption of the peace, but at the same time, it was like not an authentic place of peace. Do you know what I mean? Like, there was a level of inauthenticity around how you were participating in your life somehow. And that's like a painful thing to wake up to, but I think as well you're learning this lesson around how can I honor myself, you know? No matter what, how can I honor myself? How can I be there for myself, like your inner child, caring for your inner child? Or you might have children, and this is relating to like your children or your partner, and maybe you're seeing things like the, you know, the co-parent or whatever, the other parent. What am I trying to say? Like the father or the mother of your children, and you're seeing that maybe there was some illusion happening there with how you're seeing them. And maybe it's a nice thing that you're coming to, but I'm sensing that it's been very painful. And I think that you're really examining your relationships in a way that you've never given yourself permission to before. And maybe you're seeing how you were settling for something that really was second best, or you were settling for something that was in some way hurting you, like hurting the truth of who you are, hurting yourself at soul level. Because it's saying like you have this ability to love unconditionally, and that is beautiful. But sometimes when we are these people that can love unconditionally, we end up attracting people that, you know, really push that, really show up in ways that really challenge that unconditional love. And I think part of your lesson is learning, like, sometimes unconditional love looks like not seeing that person or not being in that person's life. Or it looks like getting really honest and seeing clearly what the truth is for you. What is truly going to make you feel whole, you know? What is going to allow you to recharge your batteries and not feel so drained all the time? So these things might still be emerging for you. There might still be this recalibration of things in your life as you are adjusting to this new sight. 6 of Wands, you're on the path to victory. You may already be there. If you are seeing very clearly now, know that that is victory for yourself, and know that even if other people can't see your truth right now, in time it will come, because the 6 of Wands talks about public recognition as well. So other people are going to be able to see your truth in time, and do not allow others to make you doubt yourself, because I'm picking up that you have a very strong sense of truth, and that you may have really been challenged in that recently, but at the same time, victory is yours. The Ace of Wands, yes, the start of something new is happening now. There's definitely an energy of reevaluating things in your life, whether that is people, relationships, love, whether that is the food that you consume, your daily habits, the places in the world that you visit, whatever it is, there's some kind of reassessment happening for you, and you're able to now, with this new vision, see things differently and see how you want to create a little bit differently, you know? The Moon, the Empress, and the Page of Wands. Okay, so the Empress and the Moon, really beautiful. So the Moon to me in this reading is really talking about this illusion. So it's talking about, it's talking about basically how every single person has their own way of seeing things, truly. And that can be really challenging in that, you know, we don't understand how someone could see the exact same event entirely differently. But that's human beings, that's human nature. And in a way, that's our moon, you know. Our moon sign is so personal. And if I always come back to this image of the moon, and that is that the sun, right? The sunlight is universal. We all receive that every day. It's truth, it cuts through, it's authenticity, it's warmth. There's almost a simplicity to sun energy. And yet sunlight shines onto the moon, and that moonlight is reflected down onto earth, right? And in that reflection, there is distortion, there is illusion, there is a sense of we can all look at the same event and each and every person will describe it differently. Each and every person will have a different perception of that. So this might have been feeling like challenging for you recently. You may have felt challenged in this moon energy, in this shadows, in this illusion energy. And yet it's been allowing you to really anchor in your self-worth. Like truly anchoring in your self-worth, probably like you've never done before. And I'm really getting this energy of you caring for yourself or caring for your children and just like really, really being so strong in that. No matter what you're going through on the outside, you are this Empress energy. You love yourself unconditionally and you love others unconditionally, and that is your strength. I'm hearing you have strength in your gentleness and to honor that about yourself. Page of Wands, Ace of Wands, Six of Wands as well. You've got a lot of new inspiration coming in. You've got a lot of creativity to express in the world. There's a message as well to get excited about life again, truly. Truly, get excited. New love. I was thinking that, you know, with this Ace of Wands, but I didn't want to say anything. But yes, new love I think is definitely coming in for you, especially when you're in this Empress energy of like, you know, loving yourself and honoring all of your gifts and everything that you have to offer the world. You've got a very attractive energy right now, especially with all this fire energy, you know, and it's like you're burning away whatever was like keeping you from your wholeness, and probably you're able to see yourself more clearly than you've ever seen before. So this Ace of Wands and this new love is telling me that there's going to be this spark of attraction that's going to be undeniable between you two, and honor that, you know, honor that you are this Empress and you have a lot to offer. And maybe this like need to explore the more lighter side of relationships. I feel like somehow you might have just come from a really intense or harsh situation. Focused intention. Keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target and you will make your mark. Ooh, inner wisdom. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. And leap of faith. Take a risk, put your heart's true desire into action. Yay! New love. Go for it. Seriously. You've got this fire energy on your side. I think that there's this deeper part of you that knows, like, you're wise. You know what you want, and you know that you can focus on that and get it. Truly. You're seeing clearly now. So it's like, honor that sight. Honor all that you've been through recently. Honor the freaking purification energy of fire that's been burning through and alchemizing things for you. Honor the illusion and the distortion and the emotional pain. And yet, honor that you have been honoring yourself throughout that. You have, you know, you have. And you know that you have. You have this inner wisdom now. There's this sense of like, you know what? I have like had to face some of the hardest things in my life, and I know now that I can. I know now that I can, and that I can come out stronger, truly. And I think this is what this leap of faith is talking about. You know, it's talking about sometimes we are afraid of new love, of new opportunities, because we've been burnt before, because we've been hurt before. But at the same time, there's a deeper part of you that knows, like, what is life without love? And you are honoring your sensitivity in a way you've never allowed yourself to honor it. And in that way, you will attract someone who will see you as this empress, or, you know, empress doesn't have to be gender, you guys. It's just about that energy of self-love and fertility and knowing your worth, like really knowing your worth and owning your worth and anchoring your worth. Okay, one more card for group 2. Ooh, 2 more cards for group 2. Time to collaborate, Ant Spirit. And sometimes life stings, yes. This is the energy I was picking up for y'all. It's like sometimes life is super, super painful. It really is. And you know what? We're human. We're meant to feel pain. We're not meant to just be like our social media profiles all the time of like empowerment and we never get downtrodden. It's like, no, life is ups and downs, and the downs make way for this deeper anchoring of our self-love and our self-worth. And there's a deeper part of you that knows this. Look, owl came up twice. We've got owl in this image and owl here. It's time to collaborate with this newfound sight that you have. It's time to collaborate, honoring all the pain you've been through, and yet honoring, now I am honoring myself enough that I am strong enough to be gentle. That's a real strong message coming through. I know that I've been in harsh relationships in the past. I know I've put myself through these really harsh situations or harsh living conditions or harsh working conditions. And I can honor that I allowed life to sting me, you know? And yet I can still have this open heart, this strength in my heart, and begin again with this new spark and come through victorious. Look, caterpillar turns into the butterfly. Does it not? Okay, now I'm thinking of this quote to end for you guys. It's from the Rumi Oracle by Alana Fairchild. And it goes, what the caterpillar calls the end, the master calls the butterfly. What the caterpillar calls the end, the master calls the butterfly. And that's it, you guys. This is all about perception. Truth transcends illusion. With Moon, we all have different perceptions, but it doesn't mean you can't anchor into your own truth, your own perception. Hold that no matter what kind of confrontation you're having, no matter how many people coming at you with this wasp energy. And you can still have your heart open to love, because you deserve love, because you love unconditionally and you deserve to receive that back. Much love, group 2. Honestly, I send you so much love for what you've been going through, and I really see beautiful things coming in for you. Look, leap of faith, like allow yourself to hope and desire and wish for things again, you know, truly. Okay, much love and blessings. Bye. Hello, group 3. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, I have all these lavenders for y'all. I wish you could smell them, they're so nice. And these are little jonquils. I love the smell of them. Some people hate the smell of them, but they just remind me of my childhood, so I love them. Okay, thank you, flowers, for your blessing and your offering. All right, let's have a look at your cards. Eternal love, happiness, harmony and fulfillment. Dreams, miracles, freedom. Oh, that one gave me shivers. I love that. Set healthy boundaries. Be at home. Endings and beginnings. The old must be released so that the new can enter. Infinite supply. You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. And undying love. The love you have shared is eternal regardless of the situation. Okay, so I feel like maybe some of you have been going through a breakup of some kind, and it's like you're really having to let go, and yet it's kind of heartbreaking for you. But there's also this conflicting energy because you also feel this freedom from that. You know, you feel like, oh wow, I can like really get in touch with this sort of happiness and this freedom energy that I really haven't been occupying for like a really long time. That's what I'm feeling for you guys. And yet I think that this pain has really been showing up for you in your sleep. Like, I think you've been having dreams about this ex, or you've been having dreams about something that you're having to let go of, or someone that you're having to let go of, and that has been causing you a lot of pain in your dreams. I'm also picking up there's a possibility that you've been having psychic attacks in your sleep, and sometimes we don't know that they're psychic attacks, but they are, in the way that they fracture our energy and in the energy that kind of comes through. Like, there's a difference between an emotional processing dream and a psychic attack dream, and that is in the fracturing of the energy. Like, sometimes we can have a dream and it's, you know, it's super painful, but at the same time, and it might leave us in the morning feeling a bit like shaky, but then I'm picking up for you, there's been a level of psychic attack. And that's why this boundary card is coming up for you. Set healthy boundaries with spirit world, you know that you are, call in the goddess Kali, Kali Ma, you know, she really brings through this energy of like ending and wiping things out and allowing for miracles to finally come in for you. Because whilst you're holding on to this old love, you know, you're not really giving yourself freedom, and you're not honoring the fact that you will be supplied for today and all of your tomorrows, even in love, you know, especially in love. And I feel like there is this new dawn happening for you, like this sunrise, this rainbow, even this DNA symbol. It's like you're getting back in touch with the truth of who you are, and you're finding that you can be at home with yourself, finding home within yourself, really, really, really looking after yourself in a way that might feel like a miracle to you. You might not have like had this really kind of relationship with yourself for a long, long time, and yet you're honoring your need for freedom. You are a freedom-loving person. You need that. You need that freedom, and maybe this old love didn't really give you that, or whatever it is that you were holding on to or still holding on to from the past. It's not allowing you to be free in this very moment, you know. And I think that's also what this wombat spirit's asking of you. Like, how can you feel at home in this moment right now? Not in this like future timeline that you can imagine, or not finding solace from the past and from, you know, that ex or that old relationship or that old friendship. How can you find home right now and anchor that in? Because when we focus on what we have rather than what we do not have, we create abundance for ourselves. Yeah? So I'm seeing there's this need to release some stuff. And maybe that's why your dreams have been really coming at you recently, because it's like Spirit's way of saying, look, we can't bring you this infinite supply of abundance whilst you're holding on to this old love. And it's not to rush it. It's really not. But it's saying like, the love you have shared is eternal regardless of this situation. Regardless of this situation. And you need to allow yourself the freedom to move on in a way that feels good for you. Now, it might not be love, love, love. It could be an old job or an old way of being that you're just like squeezing onto inside of yourself, but you know that there's a pathway for you to happiness, harmony, and fulfillment that feels like a miracle, and that feels really free, and that feels like you can have these healthy boundaries and honor yourself in a way that you probably haven't been able to in relationship before. And yet you're afraid of letting go. You're afraid of letting go a little bit. Okay. 7 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Moon and the Empress, the Queen of Cups. Let's see a little bit about this Ace of Cups. Okay, so answered prayer. You may have been calling in new love, or like there's some like emotional reset happening for you that's going to bring you a lot of harmony and fulfillment. And it's really about you feeling this 3 of Swords energy, which is heartbreak, letting that be released now, honoring the fact that you have this beautiful energy of sensitivity and abundance and fertility, and it's very divine feminine. And at the same time, you know, divine feminine energy can also become distorted really easily. It can become manipulation. It can become what's the word? Like, it can become deceptive, to be honest. That's what I'm picking up. So there's like this need for you to sort of like heal. Heal, start investing in yourself again. Know that you have so many opportunities available to you if you just allow yourself to see them and allow yourself to honor exactly where you are. Sometimes we don't want to accept exactly where we are, like in terms of releasing the old and welcoming the new, because there's this fear of like, well, if I actually accept this, I'll be stuck here forever. But it's like, if we accept where we are, we can move forward, we can transform it, we can alchemize the situation. So honor the distortions in your life. Honor that sometimes people might be deceiving you. They might be lying to you with this moon energy. And yet you can still heal. You can still honor yourself. You can still have boundaries and not take on any kind of psychic attacks. Really healing from that. And that's what's going to stop having them coming in for you. Because there's also a real message with this Empress as well, and the Queen of Cups and nature. Can you somehow go to nature? Like, it might not be that you can travel right now, but can you somehow say, okay, I'm going to go for a walk in the park. I'm going to put my bare feet on the grass and just breathe in this oxygen and really ground myself. Truly grounding yourself is really going to help with this, with these experiences of your dreams. And it's really going to help you get in touch with what emotion is really there. Because sometimes we're moving through life so fast, we don't recognize like, holy shit, I have a broken heart and I need to experience that. I need to feel that. And sometimes we can also kind of like focus on the new energy that we want. You know, we want this new love, we want this new thing, but we're not honoring what has been. We're not honoring that in order to let it go. So that's a really strong message for you guys. All right, what's a message for them to move forward with, Spirit? Learn from the past and think on your feet. Yes. Self-acceptance, yes. And what's coming in for them when they are ready and they have released things? True love. I knew it. I knew it. When you have learned from that old relationship or from that old way of being, and you feel like you have really gotten into this energy of Empress and self-acceptance, which you already are in, truly you're already in, but there is just this certain hanging on, holding on, and there's this need to release, because Ace of Cups and true love, y'all, like, thinking on your feet, like, this might just like bowl you over. I don't think you're going to be able to see this coming. And yeah, it's going to come from this place when you're like so in your freedom and you're in your happiness and your harmony and your fulfillment, and you're just like, woohoo, I can see miracles happen for me every day. I'm loving myself. I'm honoring myself. And then it's like, oh my gosh, this true love just walks through the door. And you're ready for it, you know, you're truly ready for it. So you have so much beauty coming to you. If not, it's already here. If not, it's around the corner. And there's just like, honor all that you've been through recently. Honor the need to heal. Honor your emotions. Honor your heart with this green energy. Be at home with yourself. Love yourself unconditionally. Know how much you are worth love and happiness and fulfillment and harmony. I'm sensing you might be kind of being hard on yourself about something. And honestly, there's always a need to, in some way, take responsibility for things that we've done or choices that we've made. But at the end of the day, we have free will and choice. And the only way that we're going to learn is through making mistakes sometimes. So please don't be hard on yourself. Know that Spirit loves you unconditionally for every choice you've ever made, because they really do. Spirit World loves you absolutely unconditionally for every choice you've ever made. And I think that's probably what's bringing in these elements of psychic attacks or nightmares, or these thought patterns of like, I can't trust anyone, or I can't trust myself, or I'm a bad person. No, don't feed into that. Feed into your Empress energy. Really put that forward and know that the romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. Okay? Okay. Okay, I'm sending you guys so much love. Be really gentle and kind with yourself, and just know what an amazing human being that you are alive on earth today, okay? I'll see you soon. Mwah.